Never thought of calling when you're out of you, 'cause I always do. Maybe I'm too busy being lost to fall for. Now I thought it through, crawling back to you. So have you got the goods? Been wondering if your heart's still open, and if so, I wanna know what time it should. Simmer down and poker up. I'm sorry to interrupt, it's just I'm constantly on the cusp. I've tried and to kiss you. I don't know if you feel the same as I do. We could be together if you wanted to. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Out to see you go. Was sorta hoping that you'd stay. Didn't we both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day? Crawling back to you. Ever thought of calling when you've had a few? 'Cause I always do. Maybe I'm too busy being lost to fall for somebody new. Now I thought it through, crawling back to you. If this feeling flows both ways, sort of hoping that you'd stay. We both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Do I wanna know? Too busy being lost to fall. Sad to see you go. Ever thought of calling down? Do you want me crawling back to you?
You're listening to Jones's Jukebox, live on KROQ. Right now, for the first time ever, anywhere on this football called Planet Earth, is a brand new song by the Arctic Monkeys. It's called Are You Mine?
Okay. Hello, good day, everyone.
Hi,
Welcome to. Hello, Mr. Manoj. Welcome.
how are
Thank you
you?
for joining today. So I will. So for today's session, we have main part for the opening presentation, Q&A session, and closing remarks from us. So first of all, good day everyone. Welcome to our webinar on top vocational courses that lead to PR pathway in Australia, hosted by Work Abroad by Schoters. My name is Dina, and I am your moderator for today's sessions. Okay. Work Abroad by Schoters is comprehensive program designed to prepare you for international career opportunities. It offers intensive training, language skill development, and personalized career support for working abroad, including jobs in countries like Japan, Korea, Germany, and English-speaking country like Australia. So before we begin, aku mau tahu dong di sini siapa aja ya yang datang. I'd love to know who's here with us today. Any students, fresh graduates, professional workers perhaps, or parents in the audience? Boleh ya komen di chat teman-teman. Jadi today's session will be conduct fully in English. Kalau misalnya teman-teman ada pertanyaan, nanti in the middle of presentation, if you guys nggak confident to open mic later, boleh drop pertanyaan aja ya di chat box. We will help you guys to ask the question to Mr. Manoj and the Imigo Consulting team. Boleh tahu dong dari mana aja? Fresh graduate, Haikal. Oke, hai Haikal. Mungkin ada teman-teman lain yang masih students, or is there any parents here? Ada yang orang tua nggak mungkin lagi nyari informasi buat anaknya? Oke. Okay, thank you all for joining us, professional worker, cool, Mr. Gary, thank you. It's okay, thank you for joining us, whether you are students, working professionals, or parents interested in migration and study opportunities in Australia. Hi, Mr. Johan.
Hello.
We are excited to have you here as we will discuss practical guidance to maximize your permanent residency prospect through vocational education in Australia. Now, without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce our speakers from Imigo Consulting. Imigo Consulting is a leading education and migration consultancy, and they have successfully assisted thousands of international students, professionals, company owners towards successful study and settlement pathway in Australia. First, we have Mr. Manoj here. He is a CEO of Imigo Consulting and also a senior education advisor. He has deep expertise in vocational institution and industry trends. And joining him here is Mr. Rehan. He is a senior migration expert who specializes in Australian migration laws and PR pathway. They will lead us through today's core presentation. So as I said before, if you guys have any question, and if you cannot open the mic later, you can drop the question in chat box. I will help you ask them afterwards. So for Mr. Manoj and Mr. Rehan, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First of all, I really appreciate the opportunity for having us here to assist all these participants to fulfill their dreams or how they want to achieve what they in Australia in terms of study or work or permanent residency. As you mentioned, Imigo has done this for many students in the past, many times successfully. So we are very glad that we will be able to do this for your participants or your attendees. So thanks for having us on the program. And we are very happy to assist with any questions your participants are going to have. Now, for the deck, Ken, are you there in the webinar?
Yes, I am. Yes. Hold on.
So are we going to present that deck to the students?
Yes, I can share the screen. Just give me one moment.
So in the meantime, Mr. Rehan can say a few words. Mr. Rehan?
Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can. I can hear you.
Okay, fair enough. Welcome, everybody. We are from Imigo. We have got both migration consultant and the education consultant. So we've covered all your requirements. We will try to address all the questions that you have. We will have more listening than speaking, and more answering questions and queries than lecturing you guys. So, but I think it will be a fruitful session for all of you, and we will be able to answer your questions and let your dream come true. So let's start Ken's presentation a bit, and then we will talk about it.
So Ken, you want to take ahead the presentation?
Okay, go ahead, Manoj.
I think
Can-
is it going to be in English as we mentioned
Yes,
earlier, right?
it's English. Yeah, it's in English. That's yes.
Okay, so and our participants are able to view this.
Yes, correct. Could you confirm, Schoters team, that everyone can see this presentation that I've shared? Hello,
Maybe Dina can
Dina,
check
can you
with the.
confirm that you can all see?
Clear. We can see the presentation.
Okay, they can see Manoj.
Okay. Can you will be
Hello, we can see the presentation.
okay. All right. Good.
Yeah, we can
So,
see.
right. Nice. So can you will be moving the present slides through or because
Be
you
moving the
control the
slides through
mouse?
for you.
Say again.
Yeah, I will move the presentations for you.
All right. Okay. So let's start. I think we got few participants in here now. So welcome everyone. As we just mentioned and Dina just introduced us, we are Amigo, one of the leading education and migration agency in Australia, Sydney. We have head office and then we have other offices, as you can see on this slide in front of you. So we got around 6 offices in Sydney and around the world. So the benefit with Imigo is you might have different agencies doing a lot of good work. So some of them are only education and some of them are good in migration. But the benefit you will be getting with Imigo is that you can have both these expertise at the same agency. So we can assist you with your education needs, and at the same time, we will be helping you with your migration needs as well. We have done that successfully in the past. We have helped around or more than 5,000 students. We have done a lot of employer sponsored visas and permanent residency applications. We have arrangement with universities and colleges to assist you through our third-party facilitators. We have arrangement with, I would say, more than 200, not 100, more than 200, but through third-party facilitators for us to help you with the admissions in the colleges and universities of your choice. Now, the most important question people always have, which you can see on the screen as well, we just don't want help to study in Australia. We want to settle in Australia. So that is what this seminar is about. What you should be studying and how that will be helping you in your future journey towards settling in Australia. So we can assist you with you with all that, starting from beginning to the end. So what does that mean? That means starting from your course selection, university placement, and then eventually helping with the visa applications. And another segment we have, another arm of Imigo is also um, it's called Imigo Recruitment, which also can help you after you finish your studies. Of course, it's going to depend on a lot of factors then, but we do have recruitment services where we assist students finishing their studies in terms of placing them in jobs as well. And then we can lead you guys to the end towards successful permanent residency in Australia. So I think we have introduced us already, myself, Manoj, and then Mr. Rehan was here. Now, there are a lot of options people always explore more in the past and still study destinations. So you would be asking a question to yourself or to ourselves. Why should you choose Australia? Why should you go to Australia? Why not somewhere else, other part of the world? So the current scenario we can say is we are, or Australia is sort of one of the good leader in global education. It plays a very important role in global education. And then there are some rules that will help you to go on work after finishing your study. So that means if you come and study here, you have an opportunity to go on a work visa so that you can get work experience with Australian businesses and companies. And then they are all industry-driven opportunities provided even by the universities where you have to fulfill internship requirements. So what does that mean? That means if you're studying here, you're not only getting education, you're not only getting Australian education, but you're also at the same time getting Australian work experience. And then there are some high demand sectors which government is prioritizing in terms of jobs, in terms of permanent residency eventually, which is like health, IT, cybersecurity, construction, and community service is part of the health as well. And as we all know, and here always you can be listening to the news and social media. Australia is a very very multicultural society. It is not built by one migrant community. You can see all global sort of people living in Australia. To give you example, just in our office, we got 7 nationalities. So we got people from 7 different countries working in one office, one small office. So you can imagine the whole country. That's a very safe multicultural society for people to settle in. And it's a beautiful country, as we all know. It's famous for its beaches and outbacks and natural beauty. So it definitely comes out to be one of the top study destinations. Can we move to the next? And now the most important thing is what course you should be choosing. What course should be helping you to get the qualification, which will eventually be helping you to get a permanent residency easily as compared to other courses, right? So in that, the courses we help you to choose, they align with the demand list. So Australia every year has a demand list where they update their occupations based on the shortage of people in the country, shortage of people in particular skills. So for example, they need nurses, or they need bricklayers, or they need IT technicians, or they need disability workers. So they do have a demand list. We call it shortage list. So on the basis of that, if you do that course so that you get employment in that particular uh, industry, we will assist you with that. If you choose the right course, study the right course, then eventually it will be helpful for you in the future when you apply for your work visa and then your permanent residency. There are some requirements that how many weeks of study you should be doing. So just to give you an idea, minimum 92 weeks. So it is 92 weeks based on 2-year course. So with the holidays, let's say 92 weeks of study is compulsory for you guys to be eligible to apply for any permanent residency or any, even the temporary residency, the work visa also, you need at least 92 weeks of study to be eligible for that. And then as explained before, the industries, the sectors are construction, healthcare, community, artificial intelligence, we all know is the future. Same with robotics. So we will be assisting you to fulfill all this, to inform you with all this so that you can be led to the correct path from the beginning, from the day one. Then this is a bit of information here on your screens regarding the visa that will make you eligible to come and study in Australia. as it is for people to come and study in Australia, it is called student visa. And then subclass, what does that mean? Government have given number to all the visas they have. So the number for your visa, which is student visa, will be subclass 500. And this is going to be your getaway to study in Australia. This is going to be your visa. This is the visa you'll be applying for. This is the visa that will be granted for you to come and study in Australia. Once you are granted this visa, what there are conditions attached to your visa that you must satisfy, which includes what are the study requirements, can you work or not, what if you can work, how many hours you can work in a week, and then there are other conditions you must be always satisfying um, to make sure your visa conditions are met. So give me one sec. I think there's something wrong here. Yeah. So in terms of study, you must study full time, which means you have to be maintaining your full-time enrollment status, and then you will be also completing your course within that visa duration. That's very important. You must fulfill that requirement if you don't want any problem with your visas in the future. And then the work rights, most important question that people always ask, can we work while we are here, while we are studying? Yes, you can have work rights. You can work. It's 40 to 48 hours per fortnight, which means you can do 20 to 24 hours per week while while you're studying, and then during your school holidays, you will be eligible for full-time work right. You can work full-time. And then after you finish your study completely, you will be eligible for your 485 work visa. And now 485 is just another number, like you have 500 number given to your student visa. So 485 is the number given to your post-study work visa. But all these times, you must make sure that you meet all the conditions attached to your visa so that you do not have any problem in the future with your application, like for work visa or for permanent residency. Next slide, Ken. Now, this is how they have granted duration of your work visa, which we call temporary graduate visa, which you will be having after completing your studies successfully. But the minimum requirement, as I mentioned, for the study is 2 years. Now, post-study work visa has a duration given based on the study. So based on the qualification that you will be finishing in Australia. So let's say if you finish bachelor or master's, you could be eligible for 2 to 4 years. This is a policy that definitely could change, but minimum bachelor and master students are eligible for 2 years of work visa. And let's say if you're studying in regional Australia, you will have access to additional 1 to 2 years of post-study work visa. And if you're doing a research degree, which is like PhD or doctorate, anything by research, you will be given another years for post-study work visa to live and work full-time in Australia. So all these have their different criterias and different advantages. For example, if you study in regional, then they might be easier pathways towards permanent residency. Why? Because there are some point system attached here with the permanent residency application, the skilled independent one, which you will be doing after finishing your study. You get some extra points there. You can claim extra points. Same with research, and then they have some specific courses given extra points. They call some critical sector courses. So they have government have awarded extra points for those courses for all those um, opportunities or all those options. Imigo is there to assist you, so we can help you with finding answers to all those questions and then putting you on the right pathway. Next, Ken. So after you finish your studies, I think I'll ask Mr. Rehan to explain this. This is more about visa. Mr. Rehan, can you? I think this is the
Yeah,
482
sure.
visa
Yeah.
options.
So basically, once you complete your studies, you are technically entitled to a permanent visa if you satisfy all the requirements. The first one in the slide is employer-sponsored pathway. So this obviously the employer sponsored means someone is sponsoring you. An employer in Australia is sponsoring you for a permanent visa. That's a pathway, subclass 186, direct entry. Then you've got another employer sponsored pathway for work visa, which is called subclass 482 visa. So that's a duration of from 2 to 4 years, 1 to 4 years, whichever the employer is willing to sponsor you. Then we have got, as I said, subclass 186. Subclass 482 is a temporary visa. Subclass 186 is a permanent visa. Then we have got a subclass 494 visa, which is a regional permanent visa pathway. So the 482 is for all of Australia, which includes the regional area. And it's a temporary visa. It's a work visa. It's a temporary visa. Subclass 186 is a permanent visa. Subclass 186 is a permanent visa. It's a direct entry. So direct entry permanent visa. And then we have got subclass 494, which is a permanent pathway for the regional area. So these are the opportunities you will have once you complete your studies in Australia, successfully complete your studies in Australia. It does not matter which subject the subject has to be in the list, obviously the course and the occupation must be in the list. Yeah, Ken, let's move ahead. We will take up all the questions regarding these visas once we complete the slide and complete the presentation. So this one is in demand occupation for sponsorship. So basically, these are some of the occupations which are in demand in Australia. Basically, all relates to housing, construction, and all that. That's something which the Department of Immigration is prioritizing, including health, obviously, once we move ahead. Registered nurses, healthcare workers. So healthcare workers, housing, they're all in demand and they are being prioritized by the Department of Immigration. So civil engineer, project manager, software engineer, IT obviously is the future, so that they're also in demand. And there are many employers who are willing to sponsor as well in these priority areas. So software engineer, ICT security specialist, mechatronics engineer, registered nurse, obviously health related. Let's move ahead, Ken.
Sure. Just for the benefit of the attendees, Rehan, aged care and NDIS, disability help, is that fall under registered nurse or Is that something else
The
altogether?
registered nurse could be someone who is specialized in aged care, and the nurse could be specialized in aged care or the disability care. So the nurses can specialize in different areas.
Great, thank
There
you.
will be a general nurse as well. That is also in demand. So all types of nurses, meaning. Okay, so here we have got some points, threshold requirements, and we're talking about points-based visa. So basically, the first subclass, which is subclass 189, it's independent skill migration. Under this, you don't need a sponsor. You don't need a sponsor, an employer, or a state to sponsor you. It's an independent skill migration. Obviously, this is 189 is in demand, and you need a lot of points to compete. So competition in 189 will be higher. We've got another subclass 190. This is a permanent visa, but it's sponsored by the state. So here there is no employer involved, but there is there's a state, regional state, or a non-regional state. So, for example, in Australia, NSW, New South Wales, Victoria, and Northern Territory, Queensland, these are the states. So immigration department allocates a number of places to these states for them to decide who to nominate and who to get the visa, who they want to target. So all these states have got different priority areas as well. Some states have got agriculture as priority because they've got a lot of agricultural industry. Similarly, there are Western Australia has got a mining industry. So their priority area may be different from New South Wales, which is more service oriented. So, but these states will decide who they want to nominate, and based on that, they will get what. So you will get a 190 visa, which is a permanent visa, but state sponsored. And then we have got 491, which is again a permanent pathway visa. You get 5 years visa. After 3 years, you can apply for permanent visa. So this is again now this one is a state sponsored. So regional state sponsored. So state and regional, two keywords. So the nominator will be the state. So for example, New South Wales, and will be a regional, which means outside Sydney. So this is again another option. In subclass 190, you can stay in Sydney because it's for the whole state. It's a permanent visa. Subclass 491 is again a state nominated, but for a regional area. So you cannot live in New South Wales, in Sydney, if you have been nominated by New South Wales. So that's another subclass, but it leads to permanent visa. Here in this right-hand side, you've got competitive points threshold, which is, so basically you need at least 65 points to be eligible to put your expression of interest. So if you are a IT specialist, a registered nurse, and you satisfy a minimum of 65 points, you can nominate, you can put your expression of interest in the Department of Immigration's system, and they will. So then they will decide based on how many applicants are there in EY, and then the threshold. So the higher the points, the better your chances. So, but 65 is the minimum, and in this diagram, you can see up to 100 points. So if you have got 65, someone else has got 70 points, that person will be invited if there's one place, as an example. But if there are two places and there are two applicants, one is 70, one 65, they both will be invited. But if there are two places and there are three people with two with 70, one with 65, then the 70 points guy will be invited, 65 will not be invited. It does not matter when that person applied or this person applied. Then the higher the number, the points, the better chance you have to get the invitation to apply for the visa. So at the moment, for many, many years, the immigration is a demand-driven visa system. So you have to compete. Okay. So we have listed some of the occupations which are relatively easier to get in under the general skill migration points. So if you are a air conditioning mechanic and you have got 65 points, you have a very high chance of getting invitation under the independent skill migration. Then you've got a bricklayer, carpenter, and joiner, drainer, electrician, glazier, plumber. One thing which you might have noticed and which is common to all of this is that all of these occupations are trade occupations. So they are hands-on trade skills. So bricklayer, carpenter. So why these are in demand? Because immigration is prioritizing, or the government of Australia is prioritizing housing construction and all these housing related occupations being prioritized, because a lot of emphasis is on to build a lot of houses in the next 5 years, 2 years. That's why these, if you continue to see, apart from health, they're all trade occupations which are in demand. Health is always in demand, so registered nurses, all types of nurses, doesn't matter. Whether they are clinical, all of that is required. So basically, trades and health is easier in terms of getting invitation and getting permanent visa with low points. But as you move on, there will be a 70 to 75 points range. The point system is a little, we will discuss later. But in regional area, you've got point systems. Can you go back to the slide, Ken? Yeah. So basically, these are occupations which you can also get under the regional area migration, midwife, regional. Now, all these, they've got 70 points, 75 points. Now, remember, when you apply for a regional area, the region will give you some points, so add some points. So for 491, the regional area migration, they will add 15 points. So state will give you 15 points. So basically, you have to satisfy probably 55 or 60 points on your own, and then state will contribute the 15 points. 190 also, the state will contribute 5 points. So regional also, these are occupations, and teaching also is a lot of requirements of teachers, especially in regional areas. We can move ahead. So this is okay. So this is the visualization of education to PR. Student visa. You come to study in Australia. You study a course which is relatively in demand, then you get your work visa, post-study work visa for 2 to 4 years. You get your work experience sorted in that time. This post-study work visa is basically for you to gain experience, organize yourself to get your points, higher points, gain more points. Experience, if you get experience in Australia, that also contributes points, and then you get a lot of opportunities from this, employer is sponsoring you or the state is sponsoring you. So this 2 to 4 years of visa is basically for you to get yourself sorted out in terms of permanent residency. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so these are some of the mistakes you can, as they say, to avoid. Choose the correct course. Consult with the agency. Take the right course. Value your local experience once you are here, and applying at the wrong time. So these are some of the key issues which the agency can look after and minimize the chances of getting permanent visa. So yeah. So a winning strategy for Indonesian students. Okay. So what are the winning strategy? How you can maximize your chance to get permanent visa? Obviously, the first one is the choice of the correct course. And make sure that the course is CRICOS registered. A course which is registered under the immigration and Australian government education system, where they can impart courses to international students. Then you can think of studying outside of the main cities. So if you are studying outside of Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane, you've got a lot of advantage. The first advantage is getting the extra years of 485 or post-study work visa. So if you are studying in a regional area, you can get 1 or 2 years of extra post-study work visa. Also, the state, when they sponsor someone or they nominate someone, they always like someone who has lived in their state or in their regional area. So studying in Tasmania or Adelaide or Perth or outside of these 3 major cities definitely got advantages. That regional area is willing to sponsor you if you are a graduate of that area, you're living there, you are assimilated in the community, and you've got you've got foothold in the community, and you're already working somewhere, and you have a better chance of success in the regional area. So they obviously give advantage to someone who's already living, instead of sponsoring someone from Sydney or Melbourne or overseas. So studying in a regional area definitely have got a lot of advantage. Then on a student visa, you're allowed to work 24 hours a week, so 48 hours a fortnight. So you can work and gain local experience and include that in your permanent residency later on. And also, once you graduate, you get 2 to 4 years of visa, as we discussed. Then we have got certain occupations in which you can do another 1-year course during your 485 visa. Only very few courses in which you can do this course. This is called professional year, PY. In this course, basically, you will be taught how to make yourself job ready. So basically, 1 year of course. This will add 5 points for your overall migration points. Then you've got, so we also obviously assist and place the expression of interest, EOI, and maximize your chances. And obviously, strategic planning is crucial for students.
Rehan, for the benefit of the attendees, could you quickly explain what an EOI is?
Okay, expression of interest. EOI is expression of interest. Once you complete the course, and its expression of interest is like a resume. So when you go somewhere to an employer and say, look, this is my resume, I think I've got all the attributes for the job. So would you like to select me? And obviously the employer gets 100 CVs. So he will go through the salient points. Similarly, an expression of interest in immigration sense is something. So you basically collate your points based your age points, your qualification points, your Australian study points, your English. Very important in part is English. So if you have done an English exam, not course, but exam, they're selected exams like PTE, IELTS, and you have scored highly, then you can claim points. So if you're proficient in English, you'll get 10 points. If you're higher than that, 8 each, then you get 20 points. So this, so basically you put in your expression of interest with all your points. So basically you say, look, I've got 75 points in this occupation, and I want to be considered for migration under general skill migration or 190, 189, 1491. So all this you put in your expression of interest and submit to the Department of Immigration's website. Now, there's no fees for that, for this EOI from Immigration Department. However, this is the gateway to permanent residency, basically. This is the gateway. So you have to, but you have to be realistic. You have to be accurate in your EOI. It's very important to be accurate, because if you are invited and say, for example, on the presumption that you have got 8 each in IELTS or PTE, and then later on you don't have that, you have got proficient English and you've got 10 points less, you may be satisfying the 65 points requirement, which is the minimum requirement for permanent visa. However, if your EOI said 70, 80 points, and you now have got 70 points, though it's above the requirement, you still will not be successful. Your application will fail because your EOI was saying something else and you submitted something else. So basically, this is what the expression of interest is all about. Submitting your claims. Claims of education, claims of age, claims of English, claims of where you study. So if you're studied in a regional area, there you will get 5 extra points. So it's a point system, and where you will present your points. Go ahead, Ken. Yeah. Okay. Custom course selection. So customize your selection of course by ensuring that the course is the right one. Obviously, it has to also match your background. You cannot have an engineering degree, for example, and come to study medicine. So you may not get the visa. So that's something important. However, after year 12, you have a lot of options. Then we've got internship support. We've got a lot of industry partners with whom we can match you to get a job or internship initially, and then later on work visa. The third part is the skill assessment. It's a very long topic. However, I will quickly summarize it. So for immigration department to apply for a visa in Australia, or for permanent visa, you have to get your skills assessed. And it does not matter whether the course or the course you have completed in Australia or overseas. So if you have studied engineering overseas, you still have to get the skill assessed. So you saying that I'm a mechanical engineer, or me saying that you are a mechanical engineer, does not mean anything. Basically, an assessing authority called Engineers Australia has to say that you are a mechanical engineer. So that is what the skill assessment is about. And for all occupations, different skill assessing authorities are assigned to do the skill assessment. So for nurses, for example, ANMAC will do it, and then APRA will do it rather. For teaching, that other bodies, for IT, Australian Computer Society will do the assessment. So assessment for each occupation has to be done for all skill visas. 99.9% all skill visas, you need a skill assessment, irrespective of whether you studied in Australia or overseas. So you still have to get the skills assessed. Now, all these skills assessment requirements vary, different. So IT skills assessment may have a completely different requirement than engineers skills assessment, or a plumber will have a completely different skills assessment requirement than nurse. So similarly, so all these assessing authorities devise their own skills assessment requirements, and you have to meet those skills assessment requirements for each occupation. Yeah, and we've got in-house my immigration, obviously.
So let me present this part, Rehan.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So I just wanna add that we are basically, I think, working together with Work Abroad ID. So a lot of the things that we discussed today, you feel free to ask us, in follow-up questions and whatnot after the presentation through Work Abroad ID, because they are our partners. They are our partner here in Indonesia. So these are some of the things that you can get personalized advice on: course selection, the impact on PR pathways, visa application strategies, requirements, opportunities of sponsorship for employers, and point-based migration pathways. So these are some of the things that we can help you with. Of course, working together with Work Abroad ID, we are happy to help students from Indonesia. So just to add one final point. So here is some of the information. This is our website is imigo.com.au. Workabroad.id is our partner in Indonesia. Post presentation, they will send their registration form information. This is our office number here, and also our email as well. We do have offices in 6 locations. You are free to book a consultation through Work Abroad ID. And we do have some exclusive seminar offers, which I think Work Abroad will be happy to share with the attendees after this. I think in stating that, I think we are entering the Q&A session, Dina. So I think if anyone's wanting to, because I do see a lot of questions there, but feel free, Dina, to sort which one you need us to answer first, and then happy to help.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rehan, Mr. Manoj, and Mr. Ken for the insightful presentation. So we now open the floor for question from the audience. Maybe perhaps while I read the chat box, if anyone of the audience want to ask directly and open their mic.
Can I ask, please?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Mr. Manoj, I have ever taken graduate diploma in hotel and tourism management in New Zealand. And then if I want to take the PR oriented course and my age is 35, is that still possible? Because I know that I have ever asked to some immigration advisor because of my age 35, so they just suggest me to take master or doctoral. But the problem is like this. For example, if I already done my study and then I took the postgraduate work permit visa, and then after that I have to get the sponsor, right? Sponsor that if it comes from the educational background. So if it's master or doctoral, I have to get sponsor from the occupation that relate with the manager or advisor. Because if I take the master or doctoral, it will be like level 10 or level 11. Yeah, it's It's like advisor or manager. I want to ask your insight about which one is the best for me. Is it like vocational training, or is it like master or doctoral? Thank you, Mr. Manoj.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Sorry, I
just
didn't
add
catch.
one thing. Yeni, is it? Yeah, Yeni.
Yes, it's
Yes,
me,
Uni.
Yeni.
Yeni. So Yeni, the issue is obviously you will not get a post-study work visa because of the age restriction. Immigration changed the rules last year, about 6 months back, that they you will not get post-study work visa if you are age 35 or above. So, but you can get if you have done PhD maybe. So a postgraduate research program, if you've done, you may be able to get that. Yeah, Manoj, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I think Rehan has mentioned that age definitely is an issue for you to go on temporary graduate visa. But work sponsorship is an option for you. For that, you need
Okay.
to have work experience as well. Because you have studied graduate diploma in hotel management. Is that what you said?
Yes.
And do you have any work experience?
Yeah, I have. I have had some experiences in the all rounder, in function staff, set kicker, and Ascot Park Hotel, and also from Australia. I have
From
ever
Australia?
done, yeah, working
So were
holiday
you in
visa too. Working
Australia
holiday.
before or New Zealand? Or
Yes,
when you were on
Australia
working
and New
holiday?
Zealand. Australia and New Zealand. Australia is working holiday visa for 1 year, and then I took the study in the New Zealand graduate diploma in
Oh,
hotel
okay.
management. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so I think because you have all experience and you also have a graduate diploma in hotel management and in the experience in the same field, you will be eligible for employer sponsored visa as well. Now, in terms of your course for qualification to study, because you have already studied graduate diploma of hotel management from New Zealand, I think downgrading to a vocational course is not a good idea.
Okay. So it is better if I get the sponsorship, right?
It will be better yeah, based on the information provided. Yeah.
Subclass 482 or state sponsorship if a state is willing to sponsor you. So 482 visa may be a pathway to migration.
Okay. Is that Imiko able to help me, or do you have to see my CV first? Or
Yes, send
resume?
your CV and details to the relevant place, and then Imigo will get in touch with you. Ken will
Yeah,
come.
I think Work Abroad can help you with that. So just share your information to Work Abroad, and then they'll send it to us. Dina, I think there's a lot of questions
Okay,
that's
thank you.
in the
Yeah,
queue.
yeah.
So let's move on to the next one. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Okay, I will read one of the question in the chat box from Miss Mona Siska. I read before the secondary school educator is one of the demand occupation, but she asks that early childhood education will be included as well or not?
Early
Yep.
childhood teaching course. Okay, bachelor degree in early childhood you have to do or equivalent.
Mm.
A 4-year degree. It is becoming very popular and the points are increasing. The last cutoff was, I think, 80 or 85 points. So you have to have very good English and stuff. Then you can be eligible, yes. But there are other state sponsorship options also. I'm just talking about the general skill migration, but there are many other options for teachers. So definitely get in touch and we can help.
Okay, sure.
Uh,
Thank you.
Hi, Miss Dinda and Miss Rehan. Sorry, just to add a question. You mentioned about the bachelor. How about the diploma? Diploma for early childhood teaching.
Is this overseas or onshore here in Australia? The diploma?
I mean, onshore in Australia. So I have a cousin that planning to take the course, but not for the bachelor, but the diploma degree.
Okay. The early childhood education, the assessing authority is different from AITSL. The secondary school teacher and primary school teacher assessing authority is different, and they have got a strict requirement of bachelor's degree. But in ASQA, the assessing authorities that does the skill assessment for teaching for early childhood, I presume they've got a diploma list. So they've got a list of universities and colleges whose course they accredite. If they accredite, then it's okay. So whether it's a bachelor degree or diploma degree, if it's accredited by them, then it's okay to do. And if it's a diploma, it's a 2-year diploma, is it? Or after?
Yeah, around I think around 1 to 2
So
years.
it depends on where you are doing, whether that course is accredited by the ASQA, not the ASQA, but AECQ. It's a
All right.
law.
Thank you, Rehan.
But it is a possibility, yes, because if it's accredited.
Okay,
You can
thank you.
send the details to Ken, and we can have a look if it's a accredited course or not.
Thank you, Mr. Rehan and Ms. Monasiska. Perhaps we will get to two last question from Mr. Vicky. You can open your mic.
Thank you. I want to ask you about my preparation. I want to apply a Master of Teaching with focus on secondary teaching. I have a background in mathematics. In your opinion, what steps should I prepare to pursue PR with this background? Thank you.
Have you done your bachelor's degree already? A 3 years bachelor's degree?
Yes, I have.
And in which field? Mathematics?
In mathematics.
Okay, so STEM occupations are a lot in demand in Australia. STEMs means science, technology, English, and maths. So maths teachers, obviously, in secondary school teaching is a very, very highly regarded. And if you do Masters of Teaching in Australia, you will definitely be eligible. Your English should be better, of course. If your English is up to 7 each, or 7 and 8, then you will have a better chance. You will have definitely a chance to get migrated after the course.
So I have to get 8 point in IELTS maybe to get this possible.
See, for admission, you only need 7, but later on, when you are doing your skills assessment, in listening and reading, in listening and speaking, you need 8, and reading and writing, you need 7 in academic IELTS. But that's later on.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rehan. And perhaps because we almost reached the end.
Dina, I think we can
Yeah.
take a few more questions. I've talked to a few people, and I think we can do a couple more questions.
Oh, okay, sure. And okay.
Yeah, is Mr. Rehan off the screen?
No, Mr. Rehan is still here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and then I will open for Miss Yuni.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Dina, for the opportunity. Okay, sir, can I ask for the process of achieving our goals, whether studying or working abroad as young people, want a powerful trick to avoid giving up to the focus on the next small step instead of the whole journey. Small progress, what is keeps your mind motivated and your energy moving for hard work to no matter the situation, sir.
Yeah, Manoj, can you explain what the question was? I couldn't get.
Okay, Miss Yuni, can you repeat? Boleh ulang nggak, Miss?
Okay, sir. What is your small progress. What's your motivation to keep our mind and your energy moving forward no matter the situation?
No
To
matter.
studying or working abroad in
Australia.
Depends on what your goals are.
So I think Rehan
It's
she
a
is asking what would be
The
a good motivation
yeah.
for someone who is looking to study and work abroad in Australia, for example, because it's a journey, right? It's a journey to another country. So I think she's asking what sort of things would be a good motivation.
See, Australia is a multicultural country. You get a lot of exposure to a lot of cultures. So that is should be a motivation. A good study, a good education is a motivation you should have. And obviously, the permanent residency is again a motivation. But study, if you're coming to study, your motivation should get a quality education. That's what Australia is all about. So get a quality education and then go ahead and live your life in Australia. Australia is one of the best countries in the world for as far as weather goes and other good things, social welfare and all that. So it's a very good country that itself should be a motivation to stay in Australia. And quality education, as I said, it should be your main motivation if you're coming to study. If you're coming to work, then obviously work environment is one of the best in the world. The minimum wages, one of the best in the world, and so that those are the motivations. Obviously, there are other people who've got motivations, like family here in Australia. That could be a motivation. So motivation depends on your circumstances.
Oke, thank you Mr. Rehan. Jadi Miss Yuni, mungkin better education and better career prospect bisa jadi motivasi ya buat mau kerja dan stay di Australia gitu.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Dina, Mr. Rehan.
Okay. Okay, then perhaps Mr. Haikal?
Yes, can you hear my voice?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Rehan and Mr. Manoj, my name is Haikal, and I just graduated in 2025 with a bachelor degree in landscape architecture from Indonesia. So it's overseas degree, and I don't have any work experience yet since I just graduated. But I wanted to know if I need to take a trade course in Australia first before working in jobs like carpentry or bricklaying that are in demand in Australia, or if it's possible for me to apply directly for a sponsor visa or something like that. And my other question would be, how can I check how many points that I have with the documents like my IELTS score, my degree, and all of those things, and my age too. I'm still 24 years old, but I don't have any work experience beforehand, so I need to know if my points are eligible to apply for a skilled visa or something like that. Thank you.
What's your course? Did you say what course you did?
I have a bachelor degree in landscape architecture, but I'm interested in taking bricklaying or carpentry courses. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, you can do those courses, obviously, but you have done a bachelor degree. So immigration will ask you why you want to do a vocational course. You have to satisfy the genuineness criteria. You have to satisfy that. So if you're 34-year-old, you've just done bachelor's degree, you're going to do a 2 years, vocational course. Obviously, the question is why you want to do that course. So you have to satisfy the genuineness criteria. But as far as the carpenter course or carpentry or joinery course is concerned, if you do that course in Australia, it's a very fruitful course in that sense. And the a lot of jobs in that area, obviously. As I said, anything related to housing and construction, a lot of jobs are available, a lot of requirements are there. But you have to do the 2-year course, then you have to do 1 year of experience during that postgraduate work visa duration. And then you have to do the skill assessment, as I said. For general,
I see.
yeah, for general skill migration, you need to do that. For work visa, if you have done course in Australia, a trade course, then you can skip that assessment part. But you need to have 1 year experience.
I
So
see.
yeah, 1 year. So once you do the 2-year course, you get a 18 months visa for graduate visa, and you can do 1 year experience during that time, and then make yourself eligible for either work visa or permanent visa.
Okay, so my other question would be if those experience in work experience should be I should do it in Indonesia first, or should I do it in Australia after I've done those courses, trade courses like bricklaying and carpentry?
Any course, any experience that you do before the any experience you do before the course is not accepted. The
I see.
entry level course has to be done before you, and then you do the experience, then it will be counted. In some instances, if you've got a large experience of 10 years as a carpenter without having any qualification, there is a pathway to get it sorted. That is a possibility. If you've got huge experience but no qualification, that also be sorted out. But having 1 year or 2 year experience before the course will probably not be that will not cut the chase.
I see. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Rehan, for the answer.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Haikal. Maybe last question from Mr. Vincent.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you clearly.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Lee. Okay, I have a questions. Recently, I just graduated in visual communication design in Indonesia. It's in 2023. In creative advertising, it's like a design course, something like that. And I have 2 years experience, work experience in that major in social media and design. And currently, I want to pursue my work experience in Australia, maybe next year in working holiday visa. But I have a plan to take the PR pathways to Australia. The pathways is masters in education, because I see a lot of opportunities for PR pathways in master's education in Australia. The question is it possible for me to teach in Australia with my background in design and art, something like that, for the maybe 5 years in the future? Thank you. That's the questions.
See, I didn't get some part of your question, but let me answer you. So basically, you were talking about Master of Education. You want to teach in design and other things. That's what you wanted to know. See, the teaching in Australia, school teaching is different from university teaching. They're two different things. The requirement is different. Teaching as a teacher, you need to have at least 1 year of teachers training course, which is called Bachelor of Education or B.Ed in most countries. But has to be done after. So total of 4 years education, tertiary education is requirement. So if you do Master of Education in Australia, obviously you can be eligible if you've done your bachelor's degree already. And if you come on a working holiday visa in Australia, you can get in touch with us. You can apply. There's a possibility you can apply for a student visa after your working holiday visa finishes. We have to see. So, but you can apply for a student visa in a Master of Education course and then apply for the PR. But your English has to be high skill.
Okay, thank you. Again, Mr. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Vincent and Mr. Rehan. Oke, wait, buat teman-teman jangan pergi dulu ya. There is an important announcement later at the end of the session. At first, I will would like to thank you, Mr. Rehan, Mr. Manoj, and Mr. Ken for the session and to everyone who participate today. And after this, I will explain more about the program Work Abroad have with partner with the Imigo consultant. So I would like to ask permission. I will explain in bahasa Indonesia for the audience.
Sure,
Okay.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yes,
fine.
go ahead.
Share screen. Oke, thank you ya teman-teman. Tadi udah dengerin ya ada penjelasan dari Imigo Konsultan. Kalau misalnya kita mau PR di Australia, pokoknya ada dua jalur ya. Either sekolah dulu lalu kerja atau langsung kerja. Especially for those who just graduate, pasti perlu mungkin vocational school dulu, baru langsung kerja profesional. Nah, jadi program yang Work Abroad punya yang bekerja sama dengan Imigo Konsultan itu namanya adalah Work Abroad for White Collar. Nanti dapat recording nggak ya? Iya, nanti bakal dapat recording ya, teman-teman yang hadir bakal dikirim. Gitu. Nah, jadi Work Abroad for White Collar ini adalah program mentoring eksklusif selama 2 hingga 3 bulan yang untuk mempersiapkan dokumen-dokumen especially for those who want to work in white collar industry mau yang di kantoran atau dan lain sebagainya. Jadi kita itu akan preparation English language-nya. Di sana flexible program karena dia online, terus juga teman-teman bakal dapat personalized learning program dan juga various countries recommendation termasuk Australia tadi. Boleh next. Nah, nanti apa sih yang Work Abroad akan bantu? Pertama, akan profiling. Jadi tuh konsultan bakal ngedesain learning plan sesuai dengan background-background teman-teman. Terus juga lalu akan ke tahap preparation. Tergantung nanti language skill-nya ada di level mana. Dari sana nanti teman-teman konsultan akan bikinin planningnya nih yang cocok sama teman-teman. Lalu baru nih mulai program mentoringnya. Persyaratan umumnya, usia range 21 sampai 32 tahun. Terbuka juga untuk fresh graduate apabila nggak mempunyai pengalaman kerja gitu. Jadi tadi ya, bisa jalur vocational lalu kerja, permanent resident di Australia, atau mau nyobain langsung nih, cobain daftar-daftar kerja via dibantu sama Work Abroad dan Imigo Consultant. Next. Nah, kenapa harus work abroad for white collar? Kita ada expert tutor yang udah berpengalaman lebih dari 40 tahun. Terus juga tadi ada layanan personalized learning plan. Tadi kan kalau nggak salah ada Mr. Haikal ya nanya gimana caranya tahu buat poin-poin saya gitu. Nah, nanti itu juga bisa dibantu sama work abroad karena kita udah kerjasama partneran dengan Imigo Consulting. Jadi teman-teman udah tahu nih skor teman-teman kira-kira kalau mau ke Australia udah di berapa nih gitu dan kurangnya di mana gitu. Dan juga punya networking dengan community group. Terus juga layanan mentoring kita lengkap, dibantu buat CV-nya, cover letter, portfolio, hingga interview preparation-nya gitu. Jadi dibantu juga nih nyari kayak nanti pendampingan proses apply. Jadi udah tahu nih, oh kira-kira possibility company yang akan didaftarkan yang mana ya, dan kira-kira possible question yang bakal teman-teman dapatkan gimana gitu. Boleh next, Dev. Nah, ini ada beberapa negara rekomendasi tujuannya, tadi ya, termasuk Australia, tapi kita juga bisa di negara-negara lain. Gitu. Oke, ini cakupannya, teman-teman boleh screenshot. Jadi itu nanti dalam work abroad for white collar ini bakal dapat apa aja gitu. Ada job overview. Jadi tadi ya mungkin kira-kira oh background aku ini mau nyobain ke carpenter gitu-gitu masih cocok nggak? Itu bisa kita cari tahu sama-sama. Ada one-on-one session juga for career clinics. Terus dibantu juga dokumen review dan lain dan semuanya lah yang lengkap ya end to end. Next, Dev. Nah, ini buat teman-teman yang hadir di sesi webinar sore hari ini spesial. Nanti yang udah chat box tadi, our consultant bakal approach teman-teman. Dan teman-teman bisa screenshot aja kalau misalkan masih hadir di sini dan tunjukin mau claim promo ini nih gitu. Nanti dapat diskon up to 9 juta dan juga cashback up to 200.000. Nanti ya bisa langsung ngomong aja ke konsultannya. Dan juga tadi kalau misalnya mau lihat CV-nya apakah eligible untuk Australia apa enggak, nanti bisa langsung diobrolin sama konsultan kita ya, konsultan work abroad gitu. Bisa langsung drop aja tadi numbernya di chat box atau juga bisa chat via konsultan kita dari yang sosial media, nomornya juga boleh banget. Tuh ya. Oke, ya. Oke. So, okay. Since we have reached at the end of our session, so I want to thank you again for our speakers and then to all the audience who participate today. And please drop your number in the chat box if you are interested. And we appreciate your time and hope you gain valuable insight on mapping your education or working to permanent residency in Australia. Okay, guys, have a great day and see you at our next event. Thank you.
Big thank you Kak Dina.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Kak Dina masih bisa nanya nggak ya?
Oh, siapa tadi? Boleh.
Jadi ini kan aku masih langsung aja kali ya. Ini kan aku
Ya,
masih
boleh.
masih kuliah semester 3 ya kan, mau ke semester 4 nanti tahun depan Februari. Nah, itu kan tadi programnya kan ini udah kayak review everything ya. Itu tuh enaknya diambil kapan? Kalau sekarang kan kejauhan nggak sih?
Semester 3 ya sekarang. Sebenarnya
Yes.
itu kan nanti tuh more to English preparation ya, Mas Evan gitu. Kalau misalnya dokumen preparation, dokumen preparation, terus portfolio building lah ya. Jadi sebenarnya kalaupun dari sekarang bisa bisa banget gitu. Nanti udah langsung dibantuin juga sama teman-teman konsultannya. Jadi tuh nanti nggak perlu nunggu mepet-mepet udah graduate juga. Jadi once Mas Evan graduate, nanti bisa langsung untuk mungkin persiapan ke Australianya gitu.
Tapi kan itu sorry nih, tadi kalau nggak salah discountednya itu kan aku bisa buka slide-nya nggak sih Kak? Atau itu tentang include apa aja sih? Soalnya yang aku perhatiin tadi soal consultation and aku nggak lihat soal English course-nya soalnya.
Oke.
Even kalau ada English course-nya, I mean kalau misalnya kita belajar sendiri dan ambil itu mepet, anggap aja, atau mungkin personally udah ambil IAS di luar itu, anggap aja. Itu kan lebih baik nanti nggak sih Kak ngambilnya, atau memang soalnya kan anggap aja lulusnya masih berapa, 2,5 tahun lagi.
Oke, paham. Jadi karena ini special discount, sebenarnya nggak apa-apa banget kalau misalnya mau ngambil special package sekarang. Jadi tuh nanti Kak Evan nggak harus mulainya sekarang. Bisa aja mulainya tuh nanti tahun depan kayak gitu. Kapan
Oh,
fleksibelnya.
jadi bisa kayak disimpan gitu ya.
Oke. Maaf ya, tadi saya sedang nanya juga ke
It's
PIC-nya.
okay.
Jadi sebenarnya bimbingannya itu bisa disesuaikan dengan nanti kebutuhan Kak Evan kapan, kayak gitu.
Oh, gitu.
Mm-mm.
Tapi itu berarti ada
Halo
durasi
Kak Evan.
Iya, Kak.
Mungkin aku mau jelasin sedikit. Nah, benar kata dari Dina betul kalau nantinya itu akan disesuaikan sama kapan Kak Evan itu akan mau berangkat gitu ya, atau apply. Entah itu nanti mau study atau nanti mau langsung professional working gitu. Nah, sebenarnya untuk bimbingannya sendiri itu kita rekomendasikan untuk di-prepare kalau bisa tuh lebih cepat lebih baik gitu. Nah, istilahnya itu kayak Kak Evan itu akan invest gitu beberapa part untuk bimbingannya. Karena kan bimbingan kita itu mostly akan lebih banyak untuk preparation dokumennya apa aja. Terus kita akan ngasih rekomendasi kira-kira kalau misalkan Kak Evan punya budget sekian untuk bisa misalkan study ke Australia atau ke negara lain, kira-kira rekomendasi kampusnya yang masuk range-nya itu apa aja, itu akan kita kasih gitu. Jadi Mas Evannya itu sendiri tidak akan repot gitu ya untuk nantinya nyari-nyari lagi gitu
Even
apa aja rekomendasinya.
informasi scholarship juga bakal dibantu atau?
Sorry?
Even kayak information about scholarship juga bakal dibantu
Iya,
cari.
betul. Nah, scholarship di kita itu sebenarnya scholarship yang tidak balik ke Indonesia ya, yang akan kita bantu begitu.
Oke.
Yes, seperti itu.
Oke, terima kasih banyak Kak dijawab.
Iya, sama-sama Mas Evan.
Iya, mari.
Oke, thank you teman-teman. Jadi nanti kalau ada pertanyaan bisa langsung tanya ke konsultannya Work Abroad ya teman-teman. Tadi kalau udah drop nomornya di bawah. Thank you guys, have a nice day.